Hello, this is the Iron Wolf and the Bolshevik Brothers and the podcast thing.
Podcast thing? Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's descriptive enough.
Is it or is it not a podcast thing?
I guess it's a podcast thing.
It is a podcast thing.
Darn right it is.
Is it a kind of podcast thing?
Kind of.
Or kind of a podcast thing?
I don't know. There's a lot of Guardians in here. But yeah, we're... I don't know, it's kind of a...
Question.
What?
It's like that one question in Big Iron did the bullet rip fairly, or was the bullet fairly ripped?
Right. I think the bullet
world
was
may
fairly
never
ripped.
know. Honestly, yeah. Hey, you know what they say, stay strapped or get clapped.
Was the bullet was the bullet fairly ripped or fairly strapped? That's the real question.
I would think a little bit of both. So, do we have any content planned in the near future?
No,
Is
we
that how
don't, actually, no.
Because I know holidays are coming up, and we tend to do
Oh,
specific videos for.
yeah, we need to, I answered that question without thinking about the question. So we need to do Cringemas, obviously, and...
Do we need to make Cringemas cringier than it is now?
We should.
How do we make Cringemas actually cringe, though? Because right now it's just a couple of people being not cringe.
I don't know if we're capable of being not cringe. So, honestly, just be ourselves.
Right. Just be cringe.
But yeah, about Cringemas though. So my plans were to do that on the 25th of November.
Interesting. That's certainly one way to do it.
I mean, that's when I'm gonna be there.
That is certainly one way to do it.
Yeah, I would like to be there for it, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that's certainly one way to do it.
Oh, I'm going to...
How many times do I have to say that before it gets old?
I'm going to murk you. I'm going to murker you. Something, I don't know. That's certainly one
Actually,
way to do it.
Cringemas, my guy.
Let's see. What else? Oh, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is coming out on the 17th. So I was wondering if you guys wanted to see that as well, if you had any interest in seeing that.
Maybe.
What is that?
That is the prequel to the Hunger Games.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
I'm using my interested voice.
You don't sound very interested.
Noah's never interested in anything.
That is so untrue.
Yeah, you're interested in anime and being weeb. Doesn't count.
It does.
No, it doesn't. I just literally said it doesn't. Anyways, though, so, anyways, about that though, if you guys were interested in seeing that, would the 24th work, or would that be a problem? Greg, do you think? Not you, stupid.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to check my work schedule.
Okay. Well, that's great. Let's see what else.
What else? What do you mean, what else?
Obviously, I mean, what else?
Also, not to talk about the game, but are you guys gonna get on the realm?
We're on the realm. Are you on
Which
the
realm?
Are you on the Bedrock realm?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Why? Did you finally switch over to the better version of Minecraft?
Dude, what are you even talking about? I've always had Java.
I know, but I'm saying you never really played it when we done our videos.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Is your
The second podcast was on Java.
is your hardcore playthrough whatever in Bedrock or Java?
Java.
Also, we'll have you know we've made it 4 episodes now.
Yeah.
Sorry, 5 episodes, isn't it?
No, 4.
Is it 4 or 5? Okay, yeah.
Which, to be fair, his prediction was 5 episodes, so we still haven't beaten that yet.
So, yeah,
We should do, though.
What's the lowest you've gotten in hearts?
I think 2.5.
Okay. Wow,
That was some lag.
that was some lag.
That was some lag.
Okay. Chicken nuggets.
I finally got my conduit finished.
I didn't ask.
Conduit.
And it is close enough to your base, so you'll stop drowning in your house.
Do they stop you from drowning?
Yeah, they give you unlimited bubbles.
That's...
I'm guessing that Cake was out here with me because there's a bunch of bees, and that seems like a Cake thing to do.
yeah, she was at one point. I don't know if she's been on since the last, podcast.
Haven't we done a podcast recently, or is that just on your channel?
No, that was on here, on Bullshit Brothers, but the last podcast we did in this world.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we've just completely given up on, like, not talking about the game at this point.
Right. Well, I mean, you either do one. You either talk about a topic, or you play the game. And if you focus on playing the game, then you're not going to really talk much. And if you focus on talking, then you're just going to aimlessly wander in the game.
Right.
So the content will just be you running around. Which, I mean, to be fair, that's what a lot of YouTubers do anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. In some ways, it's less about actually saying anything and more of just like making noise to keep the viewer's attention.
Right. My frame rate is at 900 frames a second.
That's excessive.
Wow.
Uncapped frame rate be like on Minecraft too. Like, why the heck do you even need that?
Probably don't. I mean, you don't need
Yeah, probably don't.
that on anything. You don't need anything more than 40 frames per second. Ever.
Oh, I'm getting 1300 right now. Good Lance, why do you even need 1300 frames, bro?
You don't.
Well, it depends.
No, it doesn't.
Sometimes you do.
No, you don't. What are you talking about for like slow motion video? Okay.
Okay,
No.
yeah, sure you don't. But what if...
Let's say, hypothetically, for the sake of argument.
Right. Let's say, hypothetically, that I'm a Barbie girl. Wait. Have you seen that one?
In a Barbie world.
Right.
Yes.
Then I would know experientially that life in plastic is fantastic.
Ben Shapiro memes are too good.
Right.
Life in plastic is fantastic.
Let's say, hypothetically, for the sake of argument,
Right.
you just start any conversation with that and it's just immediately funny. So, anything interesting happened lately?
Nope.
Let me see. Yeah, no.
Or has existence been just as bland as usual?
Come on, why? Let me... Gosh dang it. It's not letting me sprint swim.
There you go, talked about the game again.
Well, we already discussed that,
He's
so...
talking about IRL.
Yeah. Trying to sprint swim IRL right now.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the word is
Still saying
exactly.
Exactly. No, he says exactly every time, so he's at least committed to the cause.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Exactly, he's right. Yes, I'm committing mass murder in this game. YouTube, don't take that out of context.
Are you killing cows?
Yes.
Are you kidding me right now?
Why?
How did you find cows?
It's called
Where-
existing really far away.
There
I'd
are
like to
no
do that
cows
sometime.
anywhere near.
Existing really far away?
Yeah. Sounds fun.
Wait, so, you know how there's a saying, I think, therefore I am?
Yeah.
If you just cease to think, then are you no longer existent?
Yep.
Well, you see, the problem is...
I do not...
It's not true. It's a stupid saying.
I do...
It's autistic.
I do not think, therefore I am not. Imagine
But-
thinking, though. Like, that would be a wild experience. Actually thinking.
Alright.
I don't think any of us have ever done that in our entire
No.
life.
Absolutely not. It's a scary thought, you know? That's
Mhm.
dangerous.
Thought?
What?
What do you mean thought?
It's a scary concept.
Right.
When do you think our content will become so self-aware that it's ironic?
Is it not already?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Usually, right?
No, you're not.
Fair enough.
You're only sometimes right.
Fair enough.
To be fair, sometimes is better than never.
Sometimes is never better. Better is sometimes never. And
Oh, okay.
butter is never... I don't know. I was going with that one.
Why did I agree to be on the podcast?
Because we need at least 3 people.
Makes sense.
Like, as much as Bolshevik Brothers is like a thing between like all 3 of us, the podcast is really mine, Ree's thing, and then
Well,
it's kind of well, no, what I'm saying is it's kind of me and Greg and a special guest.
Right, an occasional third party.
Yeah.
Well,
and
I love being a special guest
yeah,
on our shared channel.
Yeah, exactly. You're
well,
a special guest on the shared channel. Exactly. That's
maybe if you
word for word,
be such
exactly
a delinquent. Wait, hold
I don't know.
delinquent
Maybe
and watch anime. Wait, hold up.
right. Maybe he will become more of a regular now. I mean, this is the 3rd one in a row that he's been on. I guess just because he's an adult now, he can kind of do things. Which is kind of annoying because, like, I wanted to have other people other than him on. But whatever.
Wow. Gee, thanks.
No, you're welcome.
Inaugurate 3Vi as a full-fledged Bolshevik brother.
I don't know. I think 3Vi is just always going to be a junior Bolshevik brother. That's his place in life.
Wow. At least I'm not a junior special guest.
You could be.
Well, there's only one kind of special guest.
The delinquent kind.
No,
Wait, hold up.
What? What am I holding up
The
for?
delinquent kind.
Oh, yeah.
I was just being funny.
Okay. Yeah. I couldn't tell because, like, I wasn't laughing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't
couldn't
don't
tell
get it
because
either.
you weren't actually being funny.
I can tell because you were a delinquent, so.
Okay, masters of comedy.
That's a little. Whoa, dial it back, little Buster. You're not the comedy genius you think you are, bro.
You know, having more than 2
That's
sponges
it.
would be dope. Are we gonna slap?
You know what would also be dope? Bringing back the cringy pickup lines.
Yes, we need to. That's something we need to do when we're out there.
Also, we do need to film the music video for the up-and-coming sequel that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
What sequel is this?
You know, you just don't know.
Obviously.
The one to our greatest hit song.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That.
He wasn't in the
Oh, I
original.
actually remembered.
I didn't.
Yeah. That's fair. That's another thing that he's not really a part of on this channel.
What, the music video?
Yeah. He wasn't in the original, remember? It was just me and you.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He's behind the times on our channel. Probably because he's a delinquent.
We're gonna sleep through this night or no?
Oh, I found a bed. Let's sleep.
Dope. I'm really bored of drawing up this ocean monument with 2 sponges.
How delinquent do you have to become to be a complete delinquent?
Completely.
Like, what percentage of delinquency do you have to achieve?
100%.
That's like asking how
100% delinquency.
Yeah. You're basically asking
Delinquent.
you have to be
You have to be
completely
100%.
delinquent. Yeah, exactly. Complete just means 100%.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. What doesn't make
How
sense is why you're
does one
asking that
achieve
question.
100% delinquency.
I don't even know what delinquent
I'm
means.
glad
so,
you asked.
Can't really answer that question.
You would know.
I don't know.
You would know actually, because you watch anime.
Yeah, that's kind of delinquent behavior,
That's
if
like
you ask me.
delinquency at its finest.
Right?
What? What do you mean by that?
What do you think we mean?
Well, it is delinquency at its finest.
Exactly.
Think about it. Like, when was the last time you were not a delinquent? Since you started watching anime, I should say.
It depends on what you mean by delinquent.
Weeb. So
Exactly what I mean.
One who
delinquent.
watches anime.
Okay, so
One who
if
is
that's the
delinquent.
definition, you.
It is.
Oh wow, let me go update my dictionary.
Yeah,
When
go
was
update that
when
on
was the last time
Wikitrillians.
you watched anime?
This morning.
Okay, see, that makes you a delinquent.
Yeah, you're yeah, definitely.
Let's say, hypothetically, for the sake of argument, you watch anime. And thus, in turn, if you watch anime, you must be a delinquent. They don't want you to know this, but it's true.
It's not true. You can watch anime without being a delinquent. Okay,
Watching anime, in turn, equals being a delinquent.
Yeah.
They don't want you to know this, but this
That's
is
like-
true.
That's
This
like
is
saying
hard facts, people.
saying you can watch anime without being a delinquent is like saying you can I don't know. Hold on, let me think of
You can be
something.
on a low-carb diet while eating chocolate.
Right.
Well, you can.
Well, see, but, I mean, eating milk chocolate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sugar in it.
Okay.
It's like saying you can be on a low carb diet while surviving solely off of cake.
Like, yeah, honestly. What a delinquent.
Yeah.
Let's say, hypothetically, for the sake of argument, you're a delinquent.
Well, he is. There's no hypothetically about it.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
I
done
don't know
sponging
how many
for the day.
steaks I have.
How many steaks you have?
Yes.
I don't know.
63. You didn't even have to guess, I told you.
Do you put mushrooms on your steaks?
Yeah, definitely.
So if you put shrooms on your steaks, does that mean your steaks are high?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely entirely what that means.
Dope.
And if you watch anime, that means you're a delinquent, so...
Mm-hmm.
The causation or correlation is the next question.
So
Like,
like,
is it a correlation between people who watch anime are delinquents, or is it a causation? You are a delinquent because you watch anime.
It's causation. Because I definitely wasn't a delinquent before I watched anime.
It's true.
Okay. Yeah, and causation would, or I mean, correlation would imply that some people who watch anime aren't delinquents, which isn't true. It is like 100% of all people who watch anime are delinquents.
But are 100% of
So it is
delinquents
definitely
watch
causation.
anime?
100% of all anime watchers are delinquents. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I agree.
The instant you stop watching anime is when you stop being a delinquent.
Well, there are delinquents who don't watch anime.
That's true.
There just aren't.
But you stop being a delinquent caused by watching
Right.
anime.
If you weren't a delinquent before, and then you started watching anime, you became a delinquent, and then you stopped watching anime, most likely you're going to stop being a delinquent as well.
Yeah. How many times can we say delinquent in one podcast?
Good question.
We should
At
call this the
least
delinquent
0.
podcast.
Well, we could call it the Delinquent Rehabilitation Podcast because we're trying to rehabilitate Noah.
Wait, I didn't agree to this.
Well, you
agreed to
be on
watch
the podcast,
anime.
which is the same thing.
Once you've
You agreed
started
to be a
watching,
delinquent, so
once you've started watching anime, like you kind of lost your rights to agree and disagree to things.
you kind of lost your
What the-
rights.
What the heck? I lost my rights to agree and disagree to things.
Yeah.
Wait, you're telling me he? Never mind. I'm not gonna say that.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely.
No.
Yeah. Well, you can't disagree. I wasn't asking you.
Well, I can't agree either, so.
Yeah, because it's just true. Doesn't matter
Still
if you
over
agree
here
or not.
murdering a bunch of cows. Dropping him down like the delinquent that I am. Butchering them at the kneecaps.
You're butchering at the. Okay, I can't speak English right now. You're butchering them at the kneecaps.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
What else did you think I said?
Well, that's what I thought you said. I just don't have any clue what could be meant by that.
Exactly what I said. Butchering them down at the kneecaps. Chopping them to tiny delinquent cows.
Is this a podcast?
What now?
I think
We're at.
we've lost the podcast.
What did you say?
Of this podcast.
I still didn't catch what you said.
I think we've lost the podcastiness of this podcast.
What do you mean? The Bolshevik Brothers podcast. You can never lose the podcastiness of the podcast.
Well, I think somehow we managed.
Unless
Can't
you
it done?
accidentally stopped recording, then it is no longer the podcast. That's the only reason it wouldn't be podcast.
Whatevs.
Am I wrong or am I right? Because I'm pretty certain I'm right.
I'm lost.
I don't know. You probably are. You've always been a little, lost.
They might be
That's
talking
right.
about in-game.
Yeah. Anyways.
I mean, same diff, right?
Yeah. Sure. Gosh.
Yeah, now we're just... we stopped
Yeah, we're just
making
not
any
we're just not-
sense.
We're not even talking at this point.
Right. That's what happens when you have a delinquent in the call. Wait, hold up.
Right.
Okay, that joke's
Maybe it was
getting
a
a
bad
little
idea
old,
to
I
make this
guess.
a podcast.
Why?
Cause I don't know. I wanted to like.
Oh, there
Congrats,
goes
mate.
all my stuff.
Yep.
Congrats, you've elevated your existence.
Oh, dang.
Big rip.
Okay, so what was it you wanted to talk about then?
Plans for the thing. Plans for when I go on leave, basically. Which I guess we
Oh, yeah.
discussed briefly.
We briefly talked about it.
Yeah. But yeah, for the 24th, I don't know if that would work. or I don't know if yeah, I don't know if we can really talk about that on the podcast. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to ask without saying too much, as it were. What did you say? Okay, that's not good. The heck? Where's my...
What's the actual herc?
Okay. Wow.
Alright,
This
are people
is-
able to sleep?
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
Okay, good.
Um... Wow, that's not great.
Forgot how much easier normal Minecraft is compared to cracked God mode, hard mode version.
Right.
AKA RL Craft. I don't know if you played RL Craft before, but it is actually like a
Heard of
pain
it.
in the butt. I think the main thing that's the worst in RL Craft is the locational damage that you take. You can just get one tapped in the head by a skelly.
Makes sense.
Kind of annoying. Okay.
I don't know. The problem is people try and make games realistic, but then they have like they include like crazy mobs and stuff that don't exist in real life. It's
Like dragons.
yeah, it's like yeah, I get your damage makes more sense this way, but the fact that there's mobs that like walk up to you and blow up, kind of breaking the
That happens in real life too. What are you talking about? Never mind. Oh, we can't go there. That's a not great joke.
okay. What is that? What's that all about?
Sorry, I'm just going wild over here.
Great.
Couple stacks of steak.
Dope.
So how long did we want this podcast to be? Because we're already at what, like
30-something minutes.
I don't know. Yeah, 30-something minutes.
I don't know. I really, gosh,
30.
we haven't even.
We haven't started yet.
Yeah, we haven't started yet. Psych, guys.
Oh, dang.
Podcast starting in 5 minutes.
Joke's on you guys. The podcast hasn't happened yet.
Let's do some podcasty things though. Like, what's going on in y'all's lives? I guess.
Existing casually.
dope.
And by
Existing
existing casually,
competitively.
yeah, that too. No, I mean just like work, more work, getting up my hours so I can actually get my licensure,
Nice. I
so that I can can make more money.
Yeah, it's always nicer when you can make more money. Nicer than making less money.
You make more money.
Yeah.
Making less money. How are you making less money?
I said it's always nicer than when you're making less money.
Oh,
Um,
I say I think you're making more money than I am. That's for sure.
yeah. I make what 20. I walk away with 2,400 a month after taxes and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's pretty close. Pretty close to what I get. But you also get more benefits than I do.
It's true.
Much more benefits.
Yeah. And next, gosh, just in January, I should be getting another $200 a month, something like that. So that'll be nice.
Nice.
There's there's the
Well, I'm going to stay with the company I'm at till February, because then I'll have been there a year. And then I'm going to start looking at jobs at other places, because other companies will most definitely pay me more than I'm being paid right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, unfortunately, the company I'm at right now tends to value production over quality. So they just want you to get stuff done instead of actually doing it right. Which I kind of don't like that mentality. It's not how the way I tend to work. I tend to like to take my time and do it the correct way, so I don't have to come back and do it. But
Yeah, I mean, there's people that will like take advantage of that, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just making sure I do it right," and then they're actually just like messing around and wasting the company's time.
true.
Which is probably what they're trying to minimize with that.
But like the production expectations the company I'm at has right now are unrealistic, like very unrealistic.
Yeah. Yeah, people are stupid sometimes.
Yep. What about you, Snowa? Any plans for employment?
Yeah, I should have those.
You should have those.
That's an exciting answer. Oh. I dropped out.
Oh, you should work on that.
I should work on what? I missed something.
No, he should work on that.
What
I was
happened?
asking Snow what his employment plans are.
Yeah, and he said he should have those. And
Yep.
is that where I?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
I said something after that, but then I don't remember what it was. And evidently, my mic dipped out whenever I said it.
Well, I don't know what else to talk about.
Yeah. We're like the worst people to ever try and do a podcast.
Yeah. Something like that.
We should honestly just give up.
Right.
Yeah, we tried that. Didn't work out. We kind of suck. I don't know. Maybe it's because we I don't know. For me, definitely this time it's because I was kept getting distracted with the sponges.
Right.
But yeah, maybe it's also that we're trying to record it too often. Like, I mean, I get most podcasts are like daily or well, weekly or even daily, and we're doing it like monthly, and it's still too much for us, which is probably a bad sign.
Yeah.
Well, you see, the thing is, podcasts generally
Talk
they're
about
just talking.
things.
They're not,
Give me a sec.
even if they have some video game overlay, they're not actually recording them at the same time.
Mm,
true, yeah.
no,
Some of
Okay,
them
There's
but
are
this,
also Magic Animal
yeah,
podcast,
this,
but most podcasts
well,
don't.
this podcast is based on the Magic Animal Club podcast, so
Well, I think we should end this podcast because it's going on for far too long now. Far too long with not a lot to talk about.
yeah, yeah. Let's end the podcast here, but I want to keep discussing things that aren't podcast related, just because.
Okay. Well, I might switch to my phone if that's the case.
All right, I'll probably stop Minecraft. All right. Anyways, though, that's gonna be the end of this episode of the podcast. Thanks for putting up with us, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.